If you're interested in having a superlative motorcycling experience, typically you've had to go to the Italian corner of the world to find yourself something spicy and interesting and crazy to ride. But nowadays, Japanese motorcycles are looking pretty damn exotic too. Today we're gonna take a look if this Italian stallion over here can actually compete with this fine piece of Japanese sashimi. Today we're looking at two exotic motorcycles. Stick around. You might be wondering how I found myself limping a 2021 Honda Fireblade covered in oil to the nearest service center. Well, I too asked myself these questions when we started out our day by trying to film a fun comparison between the Honda Fireblade and a 2018 Aprilia RSV4 RR. Joe even got some really sexy B-roll we were going to use, and everything was going so according to plan. We got some great exhaust shots, and we were heading out to our location to start our vlogs when this happened. Alright guys, so change of plans today. We were making a RSV4 versus Fireblade video, but now I'm in my truck and we're going to go pick up the Fireblade because it went pop. It literally, we were on this exact same highway here, Highway 360 here in Austin. We're rolling down the road, I look behind in my mirror, it's Spite, and I just see a huge plume of white smoke. Tell him to pull over immediately, pulls over, bike's just dumping oil everywhere. So we're about to go see that dump of oil and see the bike and pick it up in the back of the truck and figure out what to do next.
Trail of oil there. Let's see where it leads.
Time to rescue the blade. I bet it's dumb. Dude, what a show. Oh wait, I gotta lower the truck.
I tell you, when you're sitting there staring at a rear tire slick with oil, you realize how close you came to f***ing yourself up.
The whole ride back, I was like, I'm so glad you're okay and you were not taking a corner, man. Holy shit.
Because if that had happened like 200 yards earlier, I'd have been down.
Absolutely.
Did you hear it? Like,
no, I didn't hear it.
Yeah,
it just,
your mood's soaked.
I felt something was a little weird because I went to downshift and then my foot slipped off the pedal and I was like, huh, that's weird.
I've had that happen so many times on my race bike when the radiator blew up. My foot went like that, on the Busa it went like that. That's such a telltale sign that you're
yeah. And I didn't even think anything of it. I was just like, oh, I must have grabbed the outside of it.
And then I was probably like, dude, over.
Yeah, you started coming through the comm in a panic.
Flip bikes.
Yep.
So if you want, you can come to the left of it, go up, and then I'll push. Look back. Oh, all over the thing. Here. I got it if you want to. Yep, I'm holding it here if you want to jump up and
help me push it into the chalk. It was spectacular.
No, you literally, you know, like in GP when the bikes blow up, it looked exactly like that.
Hey, it was GP cosplay.
You give me a little more.
Yeah. The amount of oil that I saw rushing out of it when we pulled over.
I know. Yeah, the rest of the day is calling Brent tuning, calling shops, and figuring out what to do next, really.
We're rolling down the street, going down, and I'm just like, I'm not goosing it or anything, I was just cruising, right? Because it's a 55-mile-an-hour highway. And I'm on a bike that can double that in the blink of an eye. So I'm just cruising, and then I hear Yam in the comms going, Spike, turn the bike off, stop! And I look down and I'm like, oh no!
Well, you felt your boot slip too, right?
Yeah, so I went to go grab a downshift into second gear, and I hit it and went into second gear, and I felt my boot slip off the shifter. And I was like, okay, maybe I just didn't grab it right. It felt like I was grabbing it like normal. Totally slipped off the peg, and that a second later I hear you come through the comms being like, ah! And I kind of like panic up a little bit, tense up, and I look down and I see I saw the smoke coming out of the back of the bike through the like it was coming up almost out of my crotch at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, we pulled it over and it was billowing a lot of smoke.
Yeah, and it was just dumping oil, man.
Dumping oil. We got so lucky that I just wasn't in a corner, because
You would have got smoked, dude.
It would have just been instant, and I wouldn't have known what happened.
Nope. So our next step is we're taking the bike up to a dealership that works on Honda, so we can take a look and what's happening with it and stuff. Because we don't know what went wrong with the bike, so we need an expert to take a look at it and determine what we need to fix and how we need to fix it, and how big of a check I'm gonna write. It's gonna be a
spicy meatball.
big one. Big old. I bet you just to see what went wrong is gonna be like 10 hours of labor.
Oh yeah. Because they're gonna have to take off. Not only are they gonna have to go into the fairings, they're gonna have to go into the engine.
Twist the knife. Why not? Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know if he has much off-roading.
Careful, that wheel's still so good.
Yeah, the front's doing the braking pressure. Film this walk of shame.
So true.
You know what the worst part is?
Huh?
I'm about to pass this Gixxer 1000 with the More Mafia sticker on it. Real shame, you know? I had the same thing when I bought it. I was trying to leave with it. I was like, how do I get it to go? Yeah. Awesome. All right.
Well, before you erase it, we should at least finish it, right?
I guess so, yeah. Okay, what was the sound on the blade?
We said like an 8.5, right?
I think that's fair, yeah. Riding experience?
The Fireblade's very exciting.
It was very exciting to ride.
For a very short period of time.
That's right. I think we give it a 10 for riding experience. So exciting.
How about that RSV4 there? You didn't really get to experience it too much.
Maybe a 7 because I didn't really get to do much with it.
Exclusivity, though.
A blown up Fireblade is very exclusive, isn't it? How about a 10?
And that RSV4?
You can get those anywhere, man. I think a 7 as well for exclusivity. Yeah.
Ooh, now character. This is the big one. It did explode.
It did explode. That is some true Italian bike stuff, I think, to drop all its oil. So I think a 10 for character as well. What powerful energy this bike has.
Come from behind for the blade.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, that sums it up right there. Yeah, guys, we can't really make the RSV4 comparison anymore because, yeah, the Fireblade went poof. It's at the dealership now. We don't even really know what we're going to do at this point.
No.
I have to talk to Brentoon at this point because we bought the tune and it's like, well, bike blew up. Is it y'all's fault? What happens now? So we're gonna have some updates for you guys eventually for what's going on with the bike, but at this point, we're still gonna pick a winner, obviously, and the winner's just probably gonna have to wait a little bit for us to put the oil all back in the bike.
Make sure it stays there.
Make sure it's sorted and stays there. It doesn't mean that we're canceling the sweepstakes or anything like that. We're still gonna select our winner, still get all of our entries, still get everything sorted, but yeah, we have to get the bike fixed and ready to go for you guys to enjoy it for whoever the winner is. Come over here to the garage, there's exactly one Fireblade-sized hole in my heart here.
Get the oil off.
Probably as big as the hole in the case, wherever it blew up.
There's still a lot of oil on there and it smells. Ouch.
Yeah.
Closing up on a sad day at the Ammunube HQ.
Let's just end today, man. Tomorrow will be better. Let's just get out of here. Okay, no. We are not doing this. We are not ending this video on such a terrible note. Not if I have anything to do with it. All right, guys, listen. You might have thought that the Fireblade was dead. You've seen this video now, and you're thinking, Yami, the Fireblade has literally blown up. What are you going to do? Well, I'm actually filming this about 4 days after that whole incident, and I'm here to tell you that it is not nearly as bad as we thought. We got a call from the dealership, and it turns out that an oil cooler line actually failed right near where the header of the exhaust is and the engine block. I'll actually include some photos here of the failed part. So we're now in talks with Honda to see if if we can get that all sorted. If not, we are going to get it sorted, and that bike is going to be tip-top and ready to go. So no catastrophic failures for this motorcycle. We are very, very glad that it was not a hole in the engine block or something crazy like that, which really wouldn't make sense because it's a brand new motorcycle. But it also doesn't make sense that Honda put an oil cooler line between the manifold of the exhaust and the engine block. Right there in the middle is a malleable, flexible part that is subject to heat in order to fail. Honda certainly knows better than I do, but my common sense tells me that's not a very wise place to put a part like that, but I imagine it was down to fitment and stuff like that. So make sure you guys get entered to win this bike. It is perfectly good and fine. It's just requiring one quick little fix, and you guys make sure you get entered to win the bike by clicking the link down below. We're very excited to give away the Fireblade, and we're not going to stop the sweepstakes or cancel or anything like that. The winner is still going to get a fully ready, serviced, and ready to go Honda Fireblade. Fingers crossed it's not a bigger problem, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty easy fix for the old Honda. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. What an odyssey this turned out to be. See you later. Well, 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 my little squid, you've made it to the end of yet another Yammy Noob video. Thank you so much for watching. Just for you, got a little treat for you right over here. Brand new video for you. You can watch it, check it out. There's probably some squidding, some street riding, maybe some track riding. Maybe I'm binning my Ducati off-road. Who knows what's going on in that video? You should probably click on it and find out.